Hi guys, welcome back to the Quarantine Cook. I'm Joey. Today we're going to do a simple teriyaki chicken with some rice. Let's get started on this. I'm just going to pour it in the bottom of my pan for my chicken. And you don't need a whole lot, you just want to cover the bottom of the pan. Okay, we have our teriyaki marinade. I'm just going to pour it in this. And we're going to put that over the chicken. We're gonna take our chicken breasts, and these are bone in, so I'm just slicing them a little over a 1/4 inch to about the middle, because we want our teriyaki marinade to soak into the middle of the chicken as it's cooking. Plus, it'll also help the chicken cook faster. And just slice it down like this, to about the middle of the chicken breast, like so. And let me do one more here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna take the chicken, and it's been nicely cut. Put it in my roasting pan. Just oil around a little bit. And we're gonna cover it with our marinade, like so, and like so. There. All right, so I'm gonna take my brush, I'm gonna go ahead and cover the top of both of these breasts. We wanna make sure that marinade soaks in. You can get all the deliciousness of this into the chicken. Perfect. Okay, now I just want to cover this, and we're going to stick it in the fridge for about an hour. It's going to go right in here. So I'm going to leave the chicken in the fridge for about an hour, and I'm going to get my veggies cut up and ready to roast. We're going to get rid of our chicken mess here, and we're going to cut up our vegetables and get those ready to roast. So I'm going to clean this, and then we'll switch it out for my green vegetable fork, and we're going to use that for the veggies. Okay, let's get our green cutting board for our vegetables, and then we're going to cut up our pumpkin and our ginger, along with the broccoli and the sorrel, which I'll do afterward. And let's go ahead and get our oven going here. And we're going to cook it at 450. So we'll preheat that. Okay, there we go. And by the time that gets preheated, it'll be time to pull our chicken out and get started on this. Okay, so we've cut the pumpkin open, and I'm just going to get all these seeds out, like so, and do the same with the other one. Okay, I'm going to peel my ginger. So I'm just putting it in my sink so it's not in the way. I'm just dicing up the ginger thinly, like so. All right, there we go. Okay, we're gonna layer the bottom of our baking pan with some olive oil, and just layer pumpkin in like so. And we're cooking this with the rind on, which is just fine. It tastes nice too. There's that. Okay, there we go. And then you want to take your ginger And you're just gonna kind of sprinkle it in to the pumpkin. And then we're gonna put one thin layer of olive oil on top. Like so. Okay, so we're gonna cut our broccoli up. If you just take it about this far out, that way you can just do one big slice and it'll cut off most of the heads of this, and then just take the other pieces that didn't come apart and kind of splice them up a little bit. Go. And that should be plenty. And as long as you got that thick stalk off of it, you're good to go. Okay, and then we're gonna take our sorrel and I'm just gonna cut off these right at the end of the leaf. Stick it over here. Now I've already rinsed off the broccoli and the sorrel, so they're ready to cook. A few more. These. Look at the veins on those. Those are beautiful. So we want to get a little bit of butter and put in the bottom of our pan. And just a touch of oil to go with that. Okay, and we're just getting this ready to go. I'm not cooking it just yet. So we're gonna put our broccoli and our sorrel in. I'm just gonna take my little flexible cutting board and throw it in this way. Okay, so there's that. And we're gonna throw some salt and pepper. This as well. Pepper, and we're gonna do the same with our pumpkin and ginger. Okay, so we're gonna cook the broccoli and sorrel on the stovetop. We're also adding a little bit of water to that. And we're gonna bake the pumpkin and the ginger. And so we're gonna add some salt and pepper to this as well. Just a few grinds of each, just to give it a little bit of flavor. There we go. Okay, and that's ready to go. Okay, so let's take our pumpkin and ginger, and we're gonna set it on one side of the oven because we have to put our chicken in here as well. And go ahead and get that started. And that will cook for as long as the chicken's cooking. And then we want them to both be nice and crispy. You want the skin on the chicken to have a golden brown, nice juicy flavor. All right, we're gonna get our rice going here too. So you want 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water. And with my little rice cooker, just throw the lid on, throw it in the oven for like 20 to 30 minutes. And it'll be done. Alright. So here, I'll use I have my other measuring cup full. So there's 1 and 2. And then I'm going to give it a light stir to start with. Yeah. And you just throw the lid on like this, and it goes straight in the oven. And I'll move the one shelf to the top so that we have room for our chicken. All right, and in 20 minutes that should be done. All right, I'm gonna take about half a cup of water and pour into our broccoli and sorrel. So, and then we're just gonna put this on a low heat because we still have to cook our chicken and our other veggies. And that should be done about the same time. Okay, so our chicken has been marinating for about an hour. And I'm gonna put just a touch more marinade on it. just gonna throw this right into the oven. Just baste it on with your brush thickly. Wow, that's beautiful. I love the smell of this teriyaki sauce. All right. Now we're just gonna stick this right into the oven, right beside our pumpkin. There we go. All right. Just remember when you pull it out to have your oven gloves because it'll be hot then. I pulled out the pumpkin and ginger because I want to try to flip these over. But look how nice and crisp these are getting. That is going to be amazing. I'm just trying to flip them on different sides so we can get the crispiness on both sides. Although it wants to flip in its own direction, you know. This one too. All right. Yeah, that should be good. So we're gonna put this back in very carefully. Definitely make sure you use these oven gloves this time. Now, we're gonna pull the chicken out and we're gonna baste it a little bit more. And then we're going to throw it back in. Ah, it smells wonderful. Nice thick coating on here. And the other one. Yum. Can't wait to sink my teeth into this. Okay. Now we're going to throw this back in very carefully. Again, make sure you use your oven gloves with this. Good. Throw it right back in there. And there we go. Okay, our rice should be done, so we're gonna go ahead and pull that out. I've got this rack on top, so I'm just gonna pull it out a little bit. And put it right up here. Let's just set this back here. I'm gonna leave that on the stovetop for now, and let's give the broccoli a stir. See how it's coming along. Oh, that looks amazing. Smells amazing too. That sorrel smells great. And see, your sorrel will cook down very quickly, but it's going to add a really fantastic flavor to this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and that should be ready about the time the chicken gets done. Oh, I can't wait. Okay guys, we're going to rinse off our cilantro. It's just going to be a garnish on top of our food. And just fill a bowl about 3/4 away, or you could just put your stopper in the sink and do it that way. I like using a little bowl though. Okay, get this. I'm taking my little tie I've got holding it together off. I'm going to put this in here. Just let it soak. Get all the little particles that might be left on here off. We'll let that soak for a few minutes. So take a look at this. This is why you want to soak this. You want to get stuff like that that you don't want in your food out. That way it's all nice and fresh. For our cilantro garnish. And then we're also doing some ginger as a garnish for this as well. That's going to be beautiful. Take a look at our broccoli. Oh, that's perfect. See all that steam coming off? That's fantastic. Okay, I'm going to turn this off because I only have a couple of minutes before the chicken is done. And our other veggies. And then we'll be ready to eat. Okay. pull my cilantro out of the water here now that it's rinsed off. And it's all bunched together pretty well, so I'm just going to take all the stalks off. And then we'll throw this part here. Now it's ready to use as a topping. All right, our timer finally went off. Oh, man, I'm excited about this dish. Okay, we're going to take out our veggies first. Oh, look at that, cooked to perfection. We're going to put these over here just because I don't like putting a glass dish on the stove top. It's not a good habit to get into, especially if you have electric. This is just fine up here. Wow, that chicken looks amazing. Oh, the teriyaki smells fantastic too. Okay, let's get this ready to serve. Our steamed broccoli and sorrel. Our baked teriyaki chicken, steamed rice, and our baked pumpkin and ginger. That is going to be fantastic. All right, get our chicken breast. Throw a little bit of pumpkin on this. Ah, that smells wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Make sure we get some crispy pieces here. There we go. Throw a little bit of that ginger in there too. All right. Next, we'll do our broccoli. And the broccoli is very soft now, so just when you're getting your broccoli out, handle it with care. Go. Perfect. And we'll put that lid back on there for a minute. And I'm actually going to move this broccoli over just a bit. And we'll just do a spoon of rice on each dish. There we go. And voila! Baked teriyaki chicken, steamed broccoli with sorrel, baked pumpkin and ginger, and a side of steamed rice. I'm gonna enjoy this meal now. I'll let you know how it is. And you guys have a wonderful day. I'm Joey, the Quarantine Cook, and we will see you next time.